Okay, so welcome back to the channel. Today, me and Molly, we're gonna be reacting to the Crunchyroll Award. The anime awards that they do every year. This year I forgot to vote because I forgot. I forgot. I just forgot about the awards. I'm pretty sure you didn't vote either, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So I realized because I was scrolling to YouTube and then I'm like, let me watch this Giguk. I don't know if you know Giguk. Um, so I'm like, Giguk, he reacted to the nominees, so let me watch the video. And then I realized, the time to vote is already done, so I couldn't vote. But
To be fair,
uh huh.
I haven't voted since Mob Psycho lost to Yuri on Ice for best opening. I lost
What
all faith in the Crunchyroll Awards. And
what
that was
year
like
was?
5 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, we were still in high school. Like, that was a while ago. I still haven't forgiven them.
yeah, yeah. I guess that was a while ago. Yeah. So I think 1 year My Hero won most of the awards, even though that year
Yeah.
Yeah, even though that year the competition was steep, like it was really strong competition. But speaking of My Hero, I think My Hero only got one nomination this year. I think I'm not sure.
Good.
Well, it's just this is just gonna be a little rant. I don't know if I'm going to cut this out, but because the My Hero community, you know how they could be. But it's just this year the anime wasn't really good. Like honestly, the anime wasn't that good this year, and
Valid.
yeah, and even the hardcore My Hero fans on Twitter that they defend the anime
Would
to no,
agree.
yeah, they agree that this year the anime wasn't really good. And I think it's because this year the movie came out, so I guess they
Ah.
were, yeah, I guess they were really focusing on the movie instead of the anime, which the arc they did this year was very important for for the manga and all that.
Ooh.
The My Villain Academia arc. I'm pretty sure you know about that
Yeah.
arc. Yeah. So that was that's a very important arc going forward. So and it sucks that the quality wasn't like as good as I was expecting everyone else. But yeah, that was like a little rant. I think the nominee for My Hero this year was Best Fight or something like that. Not sure. Also, I think the villain. I think the villain got nominated also, of course, for Best Villain. But anyway, so let's start. I have the website right here. We agree we're going to skip on Anime of the Year. I already got spoiled on
Until
that.
the very end.
Yeah, until the very end. I already got spoiled on it. But so yeah, let's go to the next nominee, which is Best Boy. The nominees for
Oh?
Best Boy. So the nominees are Senku, from Doctor Stone.
Of
Uh,
course.
yeah, Isumi Miyamura. I don't know who's that.
Where is he
Um,
from? Does it say?
yeah, Horimiya.
Ah,
Horimiya.
okay, no, yeah, that's a good contender.
Good contender. Okay, okay. And then we also got Odokawa from All Taxi. I haven't seen All Taxi, but
Never haven't even heard of it.
no, you haven't heard. Okay, so
Nope.
Beastars. I'm
Yeah?
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So it's like Beastars that the characters are like what's the word I'm looking for? Not furries, but you know what the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
that
can't
word.
speak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we know the word. So
anthropomorphic. There we go.
yeah,
We got
yeah,
there, boys.
yeah. And I don't have pictures right here, but I think this is the main character, which is the walrus. He's a walrus, and he's the taxi driver. So yeah,
That's cute.
it's 12. I think it's 12 episodes, and it's just one season. It started and ended.
Okay.
Also, it's anime original. So
Oh,
and I heard that's really good. So,
okay,
but I
okay.
haven't seen it. But anyway, and then Boji, Ranking of Kings. That's my whole. This is my vote. If I were a bullet, I would vote for Boji. I don't know. Have you
Ah,
heard? Have you heard of Ranking of Kings?
seen it.
You seen it?
Like, I've seen the La
You seen?
Carádula on Crunchyroll.
Okay, okay. But man, I'm up to date with the anime. Every week I watch it with my brother, and it's really good. So my boy will have been Boji. He's the main character. I guess to give a brief synopsis, Ranking of Kings. It takes place in a fantasy world, and the main character, he's the prince of this kingdom, and he cannot hear, uh, and because of that, he also cannot talk. So because of that, the kingdom, they really don't see him as worthy to be the next prince. So they want his younger brother instead to be the next prince. Also, they're very young. I don't know how old is
Look them
Boji.
up. They look adorable.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how old is Boji. is, but they're very young. Anyway, so yeah, then this world, the reason why it's called Ranking of Kings is because in this world there's like a bunch of kingdoms, and each king from each kingdom, they're like ranked according to how good they rule their kingdom, how strong they are, and a bunch of criterias. And Boji Dad, he's number 7, but the examiner, he mentions that if it was just strength alone, he opened number 1. So that's to show how strong his dad is. And also Bochi, he's very weak. He's also he could barely pick up like a wooden sword or whatever, like a training sword. So he's very weak, and you really you really root for this man. Like like
Cute.
me and my brother, we say he's king already, even though he's just the prince now. He's our king.
That's
And
adorable.
you know the meme format of like yes king or whatever.
Mhm.
So the shad meme format. So I saw one recently. Is like Bochi. He's like a shad, and since he doesn't talk, he just says gibberish. So it's
That's
gibberish.
so cute.
And then there's this. He has his. Episode 1, he makes his first best friend. So his best friend is like saying yes king, even though he's just saying gibberish. But it's a really good
That's
meme.
so cute.
Yeah. So
Also,
okay. So
I did something really smart. I pulled up a list of the nominees, so now I can follow along.
okay. Good.
I didn't
Good.
go to the actual Crunchyroll website, so no spoilers on me.
Yeah, sure. Good. Hoping your list is in the same order as mine, but I'm pretty sure.
So
So
far
far,
it
so
is.
good. Yeah, so far. And then the next nominee is Ken Ryuguchi from Tokyo Revengers. I haven't seen Tokyo Revengers. I
If I
think
hear someone talk about Tokyo Revengers one more goddamn time.
I think yeah. I was gonna mention that you're not interested in it. I'm not interested in it. The manga is going downhill from what I heard, and
Ooh.
that's about that's man, like today a guy that a YouTuber that I follow, that he watches the anime, he's like, should I continue it, and then manga readers are like, well, so far where the anime is good, but eventually it's gonna be like 7 deadly sins level of like trash or whatever. And then the other character is also from Tokyo Revenger,
Tough.
Manjiro Sano. I don't know. I don't have pictures right here, so I think you have pictures in your probably in your list.
Pictures either, but like it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, so I guess from this list, who you pick? I guessing either Senku or Boshi, since those are like. Oh no, wait,
No, I would
you
vote for
said
Izumi.
Isumi. Yeah, I forgot.
Because Horimiya is adorable. It's
Hor-
such a cute slice of life romance anime and manga. Like it's
the
so cute.
the name sounds familiar. Horimiya. Give me
It's
the
a high school setting. It's a
uh
girl named Hori, and then it's Izumi Miyamura. That's where the Miya comes from.
uh
Hori takes care of like her little brother and whatever. Miya seems to be this like really quiet, shy type of dude, but one day they meet each other, and and since he's in casual clothing, she sees that he has like a bunch of tattoos and like piercings, and like that's why his appearance seems that way because he's a little busy hiding them, and because
okay.
of that, they have like a secret to share. And Miya Hori is usually very like reliable in the classroom, so they think that she has everything in control, but in fact, she's taking care of her little brother, and they start bonding over like those shared secrets, so side of each other that like no one else sees, and they start to like falling in love, and it's so cute.
Okay. I'm going to look up very quick to see if I seen at least a poster or something, because it's
It's likely because people were very excited.
the name sounds familiar. So no, nope.
Nah,
I'm look
never seen this man before in my life.
no no no. I guess I'm confusing it with another series. Like the name just sounds familiar, but
It's likely.
yeah. So okay, so let's see who's the winner. Okay, it's Bolchi, of course. Good. I'm not.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They don't say how many bolts the winner got, but very good. Or they don't give the runner up here, but
Okay,
okay. So now the next one is best girl. Okay.
let's go.
I okay. The first nominee, I haven't seen 86, so I don't know who she is, but I don't know if this like supposed to be English or German. I don't know. I don't know, but that's the character, Vladilena. I'm
Yep.
assuming. Yeah. Have you seen 86?
Nope, haven't even heard of it.
Okay, I heard of it, but I don't know. It's just looking at it. I guess I'm just not interested in it. But the second nominee is from Fruit Basket. I know Fruit Basket, but I haven't seen it.
My
Uh,
girl.
hmm.
Toru
The,
motherfucking Honda, my baby.
okay. So that's your choice. I could tell. And then
Oh yeah, no competition.
yeah, because the other ones from Jujutsu Kaisen, Nobara.
She's very pretty. I know that.
Yeah, of course. But well, I guess I really like her character, but I don't know if well, both for her. I guess that's the only. I don't know. Never mind. I just saw the other nominee, but the one that comes after this one, but I don't know. Sarasa Watanabe. I don't know her, but the other nominee, Komi. I will vote for Komi from Komi Can't
I
Communicate.
say for a fact right now that Komi probably won.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Actually, recently I watched the whole season because I'm like, oh, let me watch a couple of animes that I haven't seen. So Komi, I watched it recently, and yes, I will definitely vote for Komi. And then the other option is from Wonder Egg Priority. I haven't seen it. Ioto. I'm assuming she's the main character.
For it either.
Yeah. So yeah, Komi, I'm pretty sure she won the second.
Yeah,
Okay.
by a landslide.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If not, it's just okay. Okay, let's think about this. Jujutsu Kaisen is very popular.
Jujutsu
Right.
Kaisen hype is big. Yeah, that's true. And
Yeah.
the Fruits Basket sounds go hard.
Oh yeah, of course, because then Fruit Basket beat Fullmetal Alchemist and like top like best anime and the My Anime list like
It might
recently.
have.
I
Like
think I did.
people go hard for Fruits Basket, especially
Yeah,
for this
yeah,
remake.
yeah. Of course,
So
it's a remake also.
just
Yeah, so.
because I know that the romance fans can work miracles, because they
Mhm.
got Bacarina to win Best Girl a couple years ago, I think it was.
I'm not
Sorry,
sure,
not
but okay.
Bacarina, Katarina.
Uh huh.
Like I know that the romance anime fans can do work,
Yeah.
so it's
But
between those
uh huh.
three easily.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was like Komi. So let's see. I know it was it was the Jujutsu Kaisen girl Nobara.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
okay, yeah. I like
My
we said.
girls were robbed.
Yeah. My boy will call me, so I'm upset, but it's okay.
Understandable.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't know. Apparently, the Japanese audience they really don't like call me can't communicate. Um,
Huh.
at least from what I heard. But since I'm very new into the fandom, I'm like learning this. I'm learning this now. But yeah, it's interesting. I guess they didn't, because she has a disability, but I guess the Japanese audience they're like, oh, but she's a pretty girl. Even though if you watch the series, I guess it like she struggles with it more since she looks pretty and people think she's popular even though she's not. But whatever. I guess if you watch the series, you will understand. But now the next nominee is Best Protagonist.
I'm not ready.
Not really.
I already saw the first one. I'm not ready.
No, it's hilarious because Eren Jaeger he got nominated for Best Protagonist and Best Antagonist.
Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, I just saw.
Yeah,
Wow, that's so
yeah.
funny.
And I know you don't like Attack on Titan or you don't
Nope.
know, but I'm a huge fan, of course. But
Understandable.
yeah, I finished the series. I know how it ends, and I'm just gonna say it now. It's peak fiction. If you don't like the ending, which is the majority of the fan base, you just illiterate. I'm just gonna say it now. I guess you just you had high expectations, and says the expectations were not met. That's why you got disappointed. But unlike me, I was like, the series, the only way it will end if it ended like this, and it ended like that. So that's why I'm not disappointed because I saw it coming from a mile away. That it's going to end like this. So anyway, so Eren Jaeger he got nominated for best protagonist, and it's just hilarious also antagonist. But then the other nominee is Juji from Jujutsu Kaisen Itadori.
Probably gonna be the victory.
I don't know because but
Attack on
that's what I
Titan
see.
fans also go hard.
Well, nah, because this is anime, right? This is for the best, quote. This is for anime because there was manga fans. They will not vote for Eren.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
Yeah.
It's only on part one. That's right. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
because it says right here part one of the final season, which
Yeah.
part two started recently, started this year. So yeah. But anyway, I think anime fans, if they were going to vote for Eren, I think it will be best antagonist Because I know,
That's true. That's true.
since you don't watch it, but I'm pretty sure you heard that Aaron
Oh
basically
yeah, I've
became
heard a lot of things about it.
he became the villain or whatever. So I think if they were going to vote for Aaron, will be best villain. I think
Good point.
they will vote for best protagonist. Just to
Yeah.
But the other nominee is Joe from Megalobox season
My
2.
beloved, love of my life. I haven't seen season 2, but he is fantastic and he has been robbed. I can tell you the Daora.
Okay,
Joe
I
is
haven't.
so good. Megalobox is
Uh,
fantastic. I will speak its praises until the day I die.
well, I haven't seen season 2 either. But from season 1, I will not vote for Joe. I really didn't care for Megalobox, honestly. Like, it was okay. It was
Absolutely adored it.
I could tell, but for me it was okay. I don't know. Like, but from what I heard, Joel, he's basically Latino, like in season
Yeah.
2 or something.
A
Yeah,
lot of it is Latino coded, like from
yeah, yeah.
season 1, but in season 2 they kind of like really just
Uh huh.
nail it that it is.
Yeah, yeah. And then because of that, that's the only reason why I'm interested. Obviously, because I guess if you don't know, we're both Puerto Rican, so that's why. That's the only reason why I will like watch it. But honestly,
Valid.
I'm okay with how it ended, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's like one of those things that I'm really fine how it ended. I'm not sure if I want to continue.
I think that's why I haven't gone around to season 2, because I
Mm.
know it's going to be completely different from season 1.
Yeah,
But I
that's what I
still
heard.
want to see how Joe's journey, like ends, I
Yeah, of course,
suppose.
of course, of course. But anyway, so the next nominee is
He's
the
been
main.
robbed.
Okay, but the next nominee is from Taxi, Odokawa. Like I told you, the walrus.
Yep.
He's the taxi
I
driver.
looked them up. They're adorable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Boshi, my boy, of course.
Okay.
Then the other one is from Wonder Egg Priority, the main girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen Wonder Egg, but I heard that it started very good, but and
And
then
just went to
it
hell.
went downhill, I don't know what happened since I haven't seen it, but that's what I heard. Now I guess my vote will be Boji. Like yeah, I guess there's no competition. Like yeah, I like Jujutsu Kaisen. It's really cool, but it just I really feel for Boshi. Like and then like in episode 3 or no 2, yeah 2 is when the you don't mind spoilers, right? You
Not
right?
particularly.
No, but no. But it just I guess in episode 2 there's a scene where Boji he got beat up, and so in episode 1 he started a fight with his brother, right? With his younger brother, and also his younger brother is a monster. Like he like like he's really strong. Even though he's younger than Boji, he's like very strong. And then
Cute.
they say they're like he like his strength reminds us of the king basically, and the king he's also ridiculously strong. So Boji he was like practicing his sword skills in episode 1. It's like at the end, and then his teacher who is like the best swordsman in the kingdom, he's like training Boji, but he's like I really don't want to train this kid because he has no talent or no he's not strong or whatever. And then Boji brother shows up, and then like everyone's like, oh, he's the other prince, Daida. Yeah, Prince Daida. So he's like, oh, Daida. He apparently he defeated the captain of his teacher, and then like and he won or whatever, and he's pretty strong. And then the Boshi teacher, he's like, oh, so let's spar, whatever. And then so they sparred, and then of course the Boshi teacher he wants to fight, but he had to put a little bit of effort. He was surprised. So then so he's like, I want to train this kid, not Boshi. And then Boshi he picks that up that like he's going to leave me. So Boshi he does like let's spar whatever. Then so episode 2 we go to the fight. And then Boshi he's actually really good at dodging. This is what we learned that he's good at dodging. And then because since he knows how to read lips, so he could like he knows how to read the like the little movements of your body, like where you're going to go. He could predict that. So he's good at dodging, and he lands blows. But since he's very weak, it's like a little tap. Like you didn't feel anything. So he's like the outside looking in, he's doing good, right? Like oh, he's doing good. But then you start hearing the guards like what they're thinking about the fight, and they're like, "Oh, Boshi, he's just a coward. He's just dodging and he's not doing anything." So at the end, Boji's teacher, he stops the fight a little bit. And he says something sign language to Boji, and then we don't find out at that moment. But then Boji, he stops dodging, and he starts blocking, and then Daida, since Daida's stronger, he just beats Boji up like he's all bloodied up and whatever. And then later on, you find out that Boshi's teacher, he signed that this is not the way the king fights or whatever. So later on, that same episode, Boshi's all beat up. He's like in his bedroom, and he's like crying. And then he's like trying to pick up a sword, and he can. So he just breaks down. I'm like, damn, like I really feel I really feel for this guy. And this is just episode 2. So then so my vote would be Boji, obviously. I guess your vote would have been Joe.
Absolutely. But I'm pretty sure this is gonna go to Jujutsu Kaisen again.
Yeah, because it's the more popular series. But let's see. I don't know. It was Octaxi, the Walrus. Okay, I'm very surprised.
So am I.
Yeah, so am I. Octaxi was actually very popular, and people say it was very good. And I guess from what I heard, the plot of Octaxi, the Walrus, is like it starts off like episodic is those type of series that and nothing's connected, right? That's episodic, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's episodic.
So from what I heard, it's like an episodic series, but eventually everything connects, all the different stories. Like since he's a taxi driver, he hears basically the stories of his customers or whatever. So but at the end everything connects. So I'm surprised. It's good. It's a
good surprise.
It's a good surprise because honestly I thought it was gonna be Jujutsu. I thought Jujutsu was gonna take it, but okay, good surprise. So now the next one is best antagonist, Eren G. Yeager, of course, and then Shigaraki from My Hero, Yano from My Taxi, and then Ekenda from Miserio. I haven't seen season 2, but people are saying that it should have not been Ekenda because she's not actually the villain of that season, but whatever. And then Skate, you have seen Skate, so I'm assuming you're familiar. What?
I fucking love Adam.
Yeah. So he's the villain. And then from Tokyo Revenger, Teta Kisaki. I haven't seen Tokyo Revenger, so no opinions on that. But I guess your vote will have been Adam from Skate.
I have no ifs or buts.
Okay, yeah. I'm torn from Shigaraki or Eren, but I think, but it just thinking about it. Okay, this is part 1 of the last season. Eren, you quickly see that he changed, but it's in part 2 that is like, okay, yeah, nah, he there's no doubt about it. He's the main villain, but I guess you could argue like you start seeing in part 1, but he's not there yet. Like, or maybe you're giving yourself excuses like, oh, maybe he's not the main villain yet. Maybe he has a plan or whatever. But nah. But yeah, in part 2, that's where like, nah, yeah, he's the main villain. So between Shigaraki and Eren, I prefer Eren more. I like Eren more as a character and all that. And honestly, I didn't like Eren that much. And this is like the majority of the fandom opinion. Like I'm pretty sure you know that season 4 is like a time skip. So like a 4-year time skip happened. So like from the time skip onward, that's when people started liking Eren because he changed or whatever. Same thing. And, that's my opinion also. But yeah. So yeah, it's Eren. This is actually one of the spoilers that I saw on Twitter. That Eren G. Yeager, he won best antagonist. I'm pretty sure you're not surprised, right?
Absolutely not.
So and your vote was Adam, right? So talk about Adam, I guess. Sell me on this character because I'm not interested in Skate at all. But sell me on.
I think the reason he's on this list is because Skate was extremely popular. Because Adam per se isn't really a villain, an antagonist. Well, he's an antagonist in the purest form of the way because he's in the way of the two main characters.
Yeah.
But he's just really like gross, I guess. Like he's kind of like
Okay.
low key in love with a kid that's like 16 years old, and he's already like almost 30. So like that's a
Hisoka?
little iffy.
Hisoka?
It's some fucking
Okay.
Hisoka behavior. Like there's no
Okay.
other explanation for it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. Okay.
he's a fucking douchebag to his assistant, and
Mm-hmm.
he was kind of a jerk to Joe and Cherry, but there's really nothing like to him except that I love him though. Like I love
Okay.
how
Yeah, yeah.
flamboyant he is. I love why he is the way he is. I'm not, of course, forgiving or excusing the
Yeah, yeah.
Hisoka behavior,
No, of course. Oh
but
no.
I adore
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, yeah. It's understandable. It's like same thing. The same thing with Hisoka. People really like Hisoka, but of course they like
They
Hisoka.
draw the line at that.
Yeah, at that, and so yeah. But okay, it's understandable. Okay. Again, I got spoiled on this on Twitter, and also I'm not surprised. I will vote for Aaron.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then best fight
Oh,
scenes.
let's go.
Okay.
I reading
Uh,
over these. I know none of these.
you know, but you recognize the series at least.
Yeah, I recognize
Yeah,
one, two, three,
most of them.
four. I recognize four
Yeah,
of them. 4 out of 5.
4 or 5. Okay. Um. First pick Eren Jaeger versus Warhammer Titan. I will not. If you're gonna pick a fight from Attack on Titan, I will not pick this one. Honestly, I think I will not even nominate Attack on Titan fight because I'm thinking part one. Okay, this was cool, but it wasn't really a fight. And then I'm like blanking out, but I don't think there was any crazy fights. Everything was mostly like flashbacks since the time skip happened.
Yeah.
It's a war, so everyone's like going ham. But I don't think there's there were like 1-on-1 fights. So like yeah, I won't, now if we're talking about like season 3, I will like Levi versus the Beast Titan. Like that was really good. But this one was cool, but it's not like a best fight nominee for me. Now the other ones now
It's so
the
fucking funny to me
yeah
that from a show
Naruto
called Boruto,
Naruto
the best fight is a
yeah
Naruto fight, not even a
uh
Boruto fight. Like
yeah
that's the
it's hilarious.
funniest thing I've ever read.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's Naruto Uzumaki versus Ishiki Osusuki
I looked them up.
Osusuki.
Never seen this
Uh-huh.
man in my life.
If I'm okay, let me look this. I'm pretty sure.
Is this where sorry to anyone that's not caught up with
Yeah,
Boruto, is
spoilers,
this
spoilers.
where Kuruma died? Like was this a reason
Uh,
for Kuruma dying?
I don't know if that got animated. I think it did got animated.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was animated. It was animated because I
Yeah.
remember my partner showed me a clip of it. We were crying
Mhm.
like absolute dumbasses.
Oh, because you watched.
Like I don't
You,
even care
uh
about Naruto. I've seen like maybe 10
uh
episodes of Naruto tops
you told
in
me
my 22 years of life.
you told me and this kind of blasphemy or whatever, but you told me that Naruto peaked at the Sausa arc. And then after that
Yes.
one, and after that went
It just
downhill.
after that just absolutely went downhill. But
Yeah,
even though I don't
uh,
care for Naruto, the
uh,
Kuruma thing got to me.
yeah, because
Like I was genuinely crying my little eyes out. Like I feel so bad for all the fans.
yeah, because I just remember something. It's hilarious because during that scene, well, during that fight, Kuroma was like, "Oh, I have this new transformation. You want to try, it, but if you use it, I'll die." And then Naruto, Kuroma, he's like, "Oh, it's basically like a nuclear whatever." And Naruto's like, What is that?" Well, like, what are you talking about? And then people on Twitter were like, "When did Kuroma learn about nuclear stuff and like atoms and all that stuff?" And then people are like, instead of the Sage of 6 paths, is the Sage of 6 degrees. Like he went to university off screen and he learned about nuclear reaction and all that stuff. I just remember
Love
that because
that.
you remind me of that. But yeah, I think it's that fight.
Yeah, I looked it up and it says it's
Uh-huh.
because Kurama used the Baryon mode against Ishiki
Mhm.
and Otsutsuki. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
that one. And I'm pretty sure this one's
Also,
gonna win
yeah.
just out of the fondness
Uh,
alone.
not
My
sure.
vote would be on this one because it's the only one I can recognize.
Mm, okay. But the other nominee is we got two Jujutsu nominees. So
Go.
we got Yuji versus Aitoro versus Yuji and Aitoro versus Hanami. Hanami is at least you
They know who they are.
recognize. Yeah, okay, you know. And then the other one is Yuji Itadori and Nobara versus Eso and Keshisu. Um I guess because this is second core. Second core came out like last year. Or like at the end of last year or whatever. I don't remember. But let's see. I guess I really like the Hanami fight. Like everyone versus Hanami. I get like this is what I guess I don't like about these, type of like I guess it should have been like everyone versus Hanami, because everyone fought against Hanami. I guess they're like, oh, this portion is like the best part, which I guess is Juji and Todo versus Hanami. But I guess I will put like everyone versus Hanami, and then the other one of the other Jujutsu one, it's cool. It was really was very well animated or whatever. But I guess I will pick the other fight over this one. And then the other nominee is from Dragon Maid. I haven't seen Dragon Maid, but
Dragon may get to fight scenes. I
like
remember
yeah,
it being like a fucking slice of life, and now you're telling me that Toru's throwing some hands?
like like I haven't seen it, but the clips I have seen like are fights. And I'm like I thought it was a slice of life,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like a comedy or whatever. But the fights are very well animated. Like there's this scene where one of the characters, I don't know names, but one of the characters, he's like preparing this beam or whatever, and it looked like Naruto when he goes into like the cloak form and he does like the Bijou bombs or whatever. That's what it looked like. I'm like, oh, this is very well animated for a slice of life story. I'm very surprised a fight got nominated.
Same to me.
And then the other anime, I haven't heard this anime. Vivi versus Yugo. I haven't heard. So I don't know what's about. So maybe fans of the series will vote for it, but I don't know. But I guess my vote will be the Jujutsu fight. Well, the Hanami Jujutsu fight. I
There.
guess yeah. I guess that would be my vote.
I'm actually a little upset that Black Clover ended in March because
Mm-hmm.
I know that there would have been a couple good contenders for
I guess
here.
if I'm correct, actually the the arc that the anime for Black Clover and they're on people didn't like that arc. If I'm correct. So I'm
Val-
not sure. I'm
yeah.
not sure. I'm not sure we'll even
But
got
they've
nom.
had some pretty
Mm-hmm.
sick fights. Either
Oh
way.
no, of course. Man, like I guess a little Black Clover like tangent, but when I was reading Black Clover, getting up to date. I'm not up to date, but when I was getting up to date, I was like, man, this is so different from other shonen series
It's so
because
good.
because typical shonen fights is 1-on-1, but Black Clover fights is like, nah,
It's usually like 3 or 4 on one. Yeah.
we need multiple people for just one dude, and then the
And I
fights,
appreciate that.
yeah, and the fights are insane. Like they go
Yeah.
all out, everyone goes all
Yeah.
out. No, like, and then at the end of the fight, they get very messed up. They need they need to take breaks and whatever, and then
It's so good.
so I guess Jujutsu. Let's see who won. Yeah, like I said, Jujutsu. It was the one that will bullet the Hanami fight.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it was a really good fight, So yeah, and then Todo, he's a really good character, So yeah, I really I love his ability name. It's called Boogie Woogie. I think that's what it's called.
Wow.
And basically, he claps and he could like teleport things. He could like
I love that so much.
since Jujutsu Kaisen fight is like very Hunter x Hunter like, that is like also in like dojo fights, that these characters that have very weird abilities, and then they have these very specific rules, so so they like to bluff a lot in Jujutsu Kaisen with their abilities, and then
That's so
so Todo during the Hanami fight, he was constantly he was like making sure that Hanami saw him clap every time he did his ability, and then I think one time during the fight he didn't clap, and then the ability still happened. And I think he was like, "Who told you I needed to clap?" or something like that. I think that's how the scene went. And then so it's like really cool, like mind games. Like, oh, okay, he tricked. Like since he was constantly clapping, the enemy thought he needed to clap to do his ability. but it's really cool. It's like very Hunter x Hunter, very JoJo like, and so yeah, and also then the fights are like very Naruto. So it's like the best of Naruto, best of Hunter x Hunter, best of JoJo. And also very Bleach inspired. So it's very inspired by a lot. Now let's go to the next nominee. I really don't care. I don't know about you. I really don't care about this like section, the best director. Or what about you?
Respect to all of them, respect to all the
Yeah,
nominees, but I am
yeah,
not nearly educated enough to make a voting on this.
yeah. Like the reason why I say I don't care is because I'm not educated on this. Like I recognize the nominees, but I really don't. Like I
Like
really
I
don't
really
know.
can't contribute much to this, so
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I really don't
respect to the
know.
winner,
Yeah,
but we're moving
yeah,
on.
yeah. Well, I just going to see who won. I guess let me say the nominees really quick. So, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Megalobox, Odd Taxi. This is a new one, Sunny Boy. Don't know about it, and then Wonder Egg Priority. So, I think okay. I'm going to assume even though Wonder Egg ended badly, like from what I heard,
It
um,
might,
people I think were very excited for this director.
yeah.
I think the reason why they people watch the anime is because of the director, because I think it's the original story if I'm correct. So maybe Wonder Egg, but even though how it ended, maybe not. But Odd Taxi, I see it winning just because it's like a surprise pick, I guess, since it's like the underdog, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised Attack on Titan and Jujutsu since they're the popular ones. You know. But let's see. Odd Taxi, okay. Odd Taxi won.
Yeah.
The congratulations. It's really but it's the underdog in my opinion. So it's cool
To
that I
be
won.
fair,
Uh huh.
directing serialized an episodic anime, I mean,
Hmm.
takes a lot. So like, understandable that they won.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, it was an original story, so there's that.
Yeah.
I guess. So okay, now next nominee is next category is best animation.
They're
uh
cheating already.
yeah, Demon Slayer.
They nominated an entire movie. That's cheating.
Well, yeah, it is cheating because they did the movie and then they released it like in episodes. They, from what I heard, since I skipped it, I went to season 2 since I already saw the movie. But from what I heard, they actually added new stuff though, like
Okay. Oh, okay,
and
okay.
and the stuff they added is as good as the movie. So they
Because I
didn't.
was
Uh huh.
I was actually talking about this a while ago with my partner that
Yeah.
it would have been a little messed up for them to release the movie and then go straight into the anime with the next arc. So I was thinking that
Mm-hmm.
they would re-add it, like cut it up into pieces and add it. So I'm glad to hear
Mm-hmm.
that they actually did that.
Because I wouldn't mind because honestly I thought they were going to do that. I thought they released the movie and then season 2 will start with the red light disregard, right? But now thinking about it, since you mentioned it, now thinking about it, I think the reason why they did that is because now everyone saw the movie. So
It's very hard to
yeah.
access it too, since it's not really on like streaming services or anything.
Well, you could sail the seven seas.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
of course, that's
you
an
know,
option. But
come
aside from
aboard,
that,
come aboard, and bring along all your hopes and dreams.
no,
Um, so yeah, the movie was really good. I don't know if you saw it. You saw it?
I didn't get to see it.
Okay. Jujutsu Kaisen,
Of course.
called Dragon Maid.
Why? What numbers has Dragon Maid pulling?
I don't know.
What
Um,
are they doing to get in the best animation category? Like
well,
they're doing some work.
I guess that fight. I guess that I'm guessing there's multiple fights or what. I don't know, because this
I'm
is yeah.
shocked.
I'm shocked also. Then the other nominee is Mashoko Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. I think you're familiar with that one, right?
Nope.
No, it's the first isekai. I don't know if you heard. Uh, well, it's one of the first isekais, and basically since it was a it's a light novel, so basically the light novel created the most popular isekai tropes, basically. You know what's an isekai, right? I'm saying I'm not sure if you know what it is. I'm pretty sure you
I
do,
am
right?
I'm super into otome isekais particularly.
Okay,
None of the fighting bullshit.
describe me was that one
Well,
specifically.
Domi isekais are basically, it's still an isekai, but it's usually
Uh huh.
a woman or a girl who fell asleep reading a
Ah.
book or whatever,
Okay.
and then when they die, they get reincarnated into the novel, usually
Ah.
as either the protagonist or the villainess.
Okay.
And I'm like super into that. Bacarina, All Flags Lead to Death is one that came out recently in
Mhm.
anime.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Like
Okay.
generally
Okay.
such a joy. But yeah, that's usually the isekais that I read.
Okay. Okay.
My one exception to the rule of not liking isekais outside of that was reincarnated as a slime and I'm a spider, so what?
Oh. Okay. You like those?
My
Um.
only exceptions.
Yeah. Your only exception. I
And
watched.
Overlord, obviously.
Oh. Okay.
But it's a hot take to call it Overlord an isekai at this point, since you kind of
Okay.
forget it's an isekai.
I haven't seen Overlord. Actually, surprisingly enough, my brother he watched Overlord. I'm very surprised that he watched it without me recommending it. Like it's surprising, but
You really should watch Overlord. Overlord is
mm,
amazing. I season 4 comes out sometime this year.
mm.
Easily in my top 5 favorite animes.
I like the openings. Well,
The openings are amazing.
yeah, so I guess I have like some motivation to watch it. Well, honestly, it's not that strong. It's not a strong motivation to watch it.
Understandable.
But yeah, like I was saying, this light novel, it popularized the popular tropes that we know today.
Okay.
And because of that, people were very hyped, and people were not disappointed by the anime because I know
I might get into it.
I remember seeing clips like promoting the anime. I'm like, oh, this looks really good. I know the basic plot is it's like okay. Keep in mind, it's like the first one of the first isekai, so the plot nowadays not like the best. It's not the most unique, but the plot, from what I understand, is he got isekai, the main character,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was the typical shonen otaku type guy in the real world, and then he got isekai, but he got reincarnated as a baby. So
Okay.
the whole story from what I heard is literally his birth to his death, from what I understand. So that's the whole story. So
I might really get
mhm.
into that.
And then like the title suggests jobless reincarnation. He's he's he got reincarnated as a baby. So he needs to grow up and get a job in this other world, whatever. But from what I heard, it's a if you don't mind, like, if edgy stuff bothers you, you need to muscle through to the first couple, like I guess episodes,
Nah, dude,
because
I'm all for titties.
yeah, I guess the from what I heard, the main character, since he was a pervert in his other life, like hardcore pervert, like a simp, basically, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Um, when he gets reincarnated as a kid, he has these grown up thoughts and whatever. But from what I heard, he actually grows from that, and he changes his views on women and all that.
Okay,
So
we
so
love growth.
yeah, so he grows from that, and then actually, from what I heard, the magic in this world is like science for them. So
Ooh.
since he knows he knew a little bit of science in his world, he uses that knowledge in this world, in the new world, and so he's kind of good at magic or whatever. And from what I heard, there's a made up language which they talk in the series. They talk this made up language, and
That's
the
great.
and the main character doesn't understand anything from what I heard. So people are saying it's very satisfying once he does learns the language, because it's like, oh, finally, finally, it's like, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's like I was me and you were raised in Puerto Rico, but for me I struggle with Spanish, so I guess I will relate to that, even though so I'm like, okay, it's cool. So I guess there's some stuff that I guess I will relate, I could relate with the main character. So because of
Love that.
that, I may watch it.
All right, all right.
So and then like at the board that's the oh no, and then the other nominee is the VV one. I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about it. And then Wonder Egg Priority. Seeing the trailers, it looked amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's that good to win. You know what I mean?
I've seen a couple clips and it's actually really pretty, especially when they're in the other world.
Okay. Okay.
Like it gets insane because it's very pretty. But I also know that Jujutsu Kaisen fans are a different breed when it comes to
Yeah.
boating.
Yeah. Of course. Also, it's
So
Mappa.
I'm
It's
yeah,
Studio
so I'm
Mappa.
I'm pretty sure this is the Jujutsu Kaisen one, like for sure.
Yeah. I guess my vote. I guess it seems unfair to give it to Demon Slayer, you know, but I think I will vote for Demon Slayer anyway.
Also
Even
vote for
even,
them.
even though
But my prediction is Jujutsu
yeah,
Kaisen.
even though I didn't watch them. It's funny enough. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
I watched the movie. I didn't watch it as in the episodes. But still,
Yeah.
Let's see who won. Oh, it was Demon Slayer. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not
Oh.
surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Was really good. So yeah. Now this is best character design. We got the Jujutsu Kaisen. We got Odd Taxi, Ranking of Kings, Skate, the VV one.
Who the? Oh, okay,
Mm,
okay, okay,
what?
okay.
And Wonder Egg Priority. So I'm assuming your pick will go for Skate. I'm assuming.
If I were to vote, yeah, I would absolutely go there.
Yeah. I guess I seen some of the character designs and it's like it's like your typical anime that who's the main characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could tell who are the main characters. But
There's this one character that's like main character. Jason, one would call
mhm,
that a side character. And you can tell who they are when they're in face paint and full costume, but outside of
mhm.
that, it's very hard to tell. And like, that's the entire point.
Okay.
Which is a really neat thing that they do, because usually it's like you say, different hair color immediately protagonist, and the same with Adam, which is
Yeah.
the antagonist. So
Mhm.
like they do get creative with some of them.
Okay. But let's see. Well, Autoxy is like the only original one here, right? No, Skate is
Yeah.
also original, right? Isn't Skate original?
Yes. Yeah.
Alright. So those two, I don't know about BB. Oh no, wait, one I forgot. Wonder Egg Prior is also original. So I guess okay. So there's 3 originals. So if I were bowling for best character design, I would like probably pick the originals because the others are based after assisting IP.
And
Manga.
it's more so bringing the character to life than
Mhm.
designing the character for the anime.
Yeah. Like at that point, it's more that than designing the characters. So, but since haven't seen none of the originals, I guess I will vote either for Ranking of Kings, since okay the designs are pretty basic. I guess they're your typical fantasy setting, but there's still like okay you could tell this is Boji in silhouette form. You could tell this is Boji. You could tell this is Kage, his best friend. You could tell this is Daida. I guess if if we go by that logic, because I don't know who
That's
said
for it,
this.
honestly.
Hmm.
That's
What
like
you said?
one of the best tests for
Yeah.
things
I don't
like
know
that.
who said. I know famous dude said this that a good character design is by the silhouette or rather like you could.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good same thing with logos and all that stuff and other stuff like that. So I guess I will vote for Kings, but I'm assuming that either Jujutsu is going to win,
It's very
or
likely.
yeah, or Odd Taxi. I see that one winning also. So
I would be
let's
very happy if it was on Taxi.
yeah, but no, it was Jujutsu. It
Yep.
was yeah. I'm not surprised, but they have the poster right here. Seeing it, I'm like okay, I guess you could tell that's Juji. Like if we put in silhouette, you could tell that's Juji because he's the only one wearing a jacket. Like funny
Yeah.
enough, funny enough, there's like a since you haven't seen it, but there's a scene like early on when he gets into the school, and then they give him his uniform, and he's like, "Why does it look why does like a jacket like sewn into the uniform?" And then the guy's like, "Oh, you can modify your uniform, like that's allowed." And then he's like, "I never asked for it." And he's like, "Oh no, your teacher Gojo, he's the guy with the blindfold." He's like, "Oh no, Gojo, he's somebody for you." And he's like, "Oh cool, I didn't ask for it, but cool." I think that's the only reason why he stands out, because he has the jacket. Everyone else they have the regular uniform. So Todo he's shirtless. He's always shirtless. So I guess that's how he stands out. You could like see his muscles, whatever. He's the tallest. He has dreads and all that. There's Panda. He's he's the actual panda. I don't know. I will not vote for Jujutsu, I guess, but I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised I won. So what's the next category? Best score. So I'm guessing that's like OST. That's like OST.
Yeah, I have no opinion on this because I haven't
because
really seen them.
yeah, you haven't seen So I guess the nominee is A6, Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train arc, Megalobox. I heard there's like a bunch of Spanish guitars and all that in season 2. So the I love a good Spanish guitar because of Bleach and all that. So and then Odd Taxi, the Vivi one was is Vivi Florid Eyes song. So I'm guessing it's like a music anime. I'm guessing. So because of that, has the score has to be good, but I haven't seen it, so I cannot comment on that. And then Wonder Egg Priority. I don't think now this is like one that I will include on Attack on Titan because the score is really good. Like the OST, like the new OST that they made for the season is really good, and then the assisting OST is also really good. But Demon Slayer, I'm thinking right now, the
It's an
only
amazing OC.
is
Like
good.
from the first
Mm-hmm.
season at least.
Is good, right? But the only one I could recognize is the which like the I'm not going to make the noises, but you know which one I'm talking about. Like
Yeah,
the one that's like this is Demon Slayer.
yeah,
You
the
hear it
one.
like the Demon Slayer OST. And I say Attack on Titan, they have like a couple that's like, oh yeah, this right here, this is a really good Attack on Titan one. Oh, this one's really good. So sadly it's not a nominee, but I'll vote for Attack on Titan if it was. But since it's not, I guess I will vote for Demon Slayer because it's also pretty good. I guess your vote will also go for Demon Slayer if you were bowling.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, but that Demon Slayer won. Not surprised. But
Yep.
yep. And then okay, this is best VA performance, Japanese specifically. So best voice actor, Japanese performance.
I won't be
We
able to say much.
yeah, you won't be. we got we got Gabby from Attack on Titan. That's the little girl. You must have seen her. Yeah, we got Gabby. We also got Eren Jaeger. Then we got Dice.
Ooh.
Who got
Yeah.
your
Yegan. From Lupin. Wow, insane that fucking
okay.
Lupin's on here.
Lupin. Who is he? I mean, oh wait.
Lupin the detective dude.
Yeah,
Well, not detective, pero.
well, I know who is Lupin the Third. I just don't know who is Daisuke.
Oh, Yegan's the one with the scruffy beard and the top hat.
Okay, okay, interesting. Not Lupin and him. Why? What
Yeah.
do you think? Why do you think? What?
It's because Daisuke requires a very specific attitude,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, and I'm pretty sure that's why he might have been picked over
Over the main
Lupin.
character.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Like Lupin requires a certain level of charisma, but there's a bunch of charismatic voice actors. So I feel like Daisuke might have been a harder one to like nail down, and they managed to.
Okay. And then we got Odakawa from Ataxi, and then we got the spider one that you say you watched.
Kumoko, my beloved. I didn't watch it. I read it.
Okay. That's the spider, right? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you say you read it, right? So you haven't heard the voice?
I've heard clips of it, and it's adorable.
Okay. And then we got the main character from Wonder Egg, Alto. Yeah. So okay, we got 2 Attack on Titan picks here, right? Okay, I will not pick Gabby. Is her voice okay? I'm gonna say it now. Every Japanese voice actor is really good. So it's like really hard to pick like the best. But if I were like making this list, right, and they told me you have to pick a character from Attack on Titan from part 1's final season, I will not have picked Gabby as the other nominee. Honestly, I will pick Eren's dad. I'm blanking out his name. But I will pick
the voice actress that voices Gabby here also voices Uraraka.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, very surprised. Very surprised. But,
so that might have had something to do with it.
Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I will pick Eren's dad because there's a bunch of flashback in the like I said in the part 1 of the final season, and every time when Eren's dad is on the screen, I'm like, this voice actor, like they must have paid him extra or something, like he did a really good job. Like there's this thing, since you don't care about spoilers or whatever, but you probably heard about this thing or maybe not. But so there's this thing in flashback where do you know Seek?
Yes.
Okay, so and you know that Seek, he's maybe you do, maybe you don't. You know that Seek, he's Eren's brother.
I think I've heard of, like, I've seen it. It just didn't register
Okay.
because I don't really pay much attention.
Yeah, okay. Understandable. But okay, so Zeke, since he's Aaron's older brother, right? And then you know that Aaron's dad, he's from outside of the walls, and
Hmm.
then humanity, they're okay. It's just it's they're okay, but they're I'm sorry about the dogs. I don't know if it's picking up. Okay, so like yeah, I will not pick Gabby. I will pick Aaron's dad because like I was saying before the cut, um, um,
To it.
yeah. So there was this scene. The flashback was like, oh, Zeke's life outside the walls, and then so Aaron's dad, he was like the leader of this like revolutionary army basically, and Zeke's plan, his plan hinges on I mean not Zeke's, I mean Aaron's dad. His plan hinges on Zeke being selected to be one of the Titan shifters, and you know about that, right? The Titan shifters and all that. So they're picking kids to be the next like warriors, to be the next Titan shifters, and then so Zeke, of course, he has to train all that, and then there's a scene where there was like the test, like there was like the final test, and Zeke he failed. Like like it wasn't even funny. Like he failed. He was like last place or whatever. And then Aaron's dad was like watching the exam happen. And then Aaron's dad he leaves. And then the next scene we immediately cut. It's like nighttime. And then Aaron's dad, he's just like yelling. He was like screaming. And then I'm like, I felt it. I thought
Yeah.
this man. I felt. I thought this man was going to come out of the screen and just beat me up. Because like oh, I'm a fader or whatever. Like that's I'm like me and my brother, we had goosebumps watching it. I'm like, because at this point I wasn't reading the manga, so all this was new to me. Like all this was new, and I got goosebumps. I'm like, his voice acting was really good at that scene, and there were a bunch of other scenes. And then so I guess I will pick Aaron's dad as the other pick, not Gabby. Now, since he's not a nominee, I guess I'll pick either Aaron. Honestly, Aaron's the only choice. Who your pick will be? Um.
Poor Jigen.
Okay. So let's see who won. It was Aaron Gier, of course. Not surprised. Um. I don't know who does Aaron voice. Like I don't know who else he does, but it's a really good voice. Honestly, like it's very deep. And since Aaron, he's like becoming more, he's like more of a villain. Like it fits him very well, So I'm not surprised. But okay, so the next one is English voice actor. Nominees are for English. I don't watch dub. I'm pretty sure you don't watch dub either. So I guess
No, but I do know one of the voices on the list, which is the
yeah.
second
Hmm.
nominee.
Okay. Fruit basket. Okay. But first nominee is Brittany Cox from Fanafina Pirate Princess. Not sure if you're familiar with that. I haven't heard about this one.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so Alfena's the character in the series is called Alfena. Okay, Fena Pirate Princess. And then Fruit Basket, Honda, Toro Honda. And then
Laura,
Juju. Hmm? Yeah.
I love
Laura
Laura
Bailey.
Bailey. She's
Laura Bailey.
fantastic.
What has she done to see if I
Okay, the reason I'm in love with her is because she's
uh-huh.
in Critical Role. If I'm not mistaken, she voices Blaze the Cat. She did, let's see, she played a character in Uncharted recently. She won
Hmm.
an award for that. I
Okay.
can't remember any other anime characters off the top of my head, but she has a
Okay.
wide ass range.
Okay. Then we got Jujutsu Kaisen Itadori, the main character. And then we got Adam from Skate. We got another Skate nominee.
Clips of
Reki.
the English dub, and it's fantastic.
Okay. We also got another Skate nominee, Reki Kian. Right? I'm assuming that he pronounced it. And then we got Wonder Egg Priority. Looks like this person is Latino, Quinones.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Rika Kawai. Okay. Just because this since there's a Latino, I'm gonna pick the Latino, even though even though I haven't heard
Solid.
the even though I haven't heard the word. I mean the person talk, since I haven't heard the dub. But
Torn.
gotta be fair. I gotta pick something that I know. I guess Jujutsu. Yeah,
Valid.
that's the only one I know.
I'm really
So
torn because while I
Mm-hmm.
love Laura Bailey's work,
Uh-huh.
the man that voiced Adam delivered a legendary line that goes, um, "Sisters, bros, and non-binary hoes," if I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah,
Beloved.
I seen the clip. I seen the clip. Um yeah, that's
But
not
my vote
my
still goes to Laura.
yeah. But I guess that will be your pick. So let's see who won. Adam. Adam. Okay, Adam. Okay.
Okay, okay.
I'm pretty
It
sure
was a non-binary host. It
I'm
won
pretty
everyone
sure
over.
yeah, of course. They all they all got together and they voted
Yes.
for Adam. Okay. So what's the next? Best opening. Okay. Let's see if we're going to argue, but I don't think so. I don't think so, because
Single opening on this list.
you don't know. Yeah. Okay. So what's this? The Attack on Titan opening. Okay. Beastars, the second one. It's really good. Jujutsu Kaisen. That's also really good. The Jujutsu Kaisen one. I haven't heard of Miss Dragon Maid one, and then the Skate one. I haven't heard Skate
Doing
either.
work.
Hmm.
Dragon
Oh
Maid is
wait.
doing work.
Wait, I said it wrong. I said Skate. No, I meant to say Out Taxi. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Out Taxi, I haven't heard, and then I haven't heard the Tokyo Revenge one either. But let's see.
Skate
Between
isn't on
the
this though, because the opening for Skate is
uh
fantastic.
okay. Um, let's see. I have heard Attack on Titan, Beastars, and Jujutsu. Yeah. So between those three, I like all of them. They're really good. Let's see, man. Honestly, people don't like the Beastars one. Like I guess it's because it's way different from the first one. Because the first one is very unique. It's like it's jazz vibe, and the animation is also unique. But the second one is like it's like your typical shonen opening, which it makes sense because in this season is when Beastars becomes like your action shonen. Basically, basically with the power system and the fighting and all that. Do you have you read Beastars? Now I think about it. I don't know if you read Beastars.
Shit, I got to the fight between Melon and a I forgot his name.
Legoshi.
Yeah, and Legoshi.
Well, that's the final arc. I don't know if you heard, but it ended. It ended
Yeah,
there.
I know it ended. I think I'm like 10 chapters from the ending.
Yeah, and it sucks that I guess a little Beastar tangent, but it sucks that it ended there. Even like me and my brother, we agree that it ended very like abrupt. I thought it was going to continue, but no, it's like here's the final chapter there. It's done. I'm like, that sucks because it didn't feel like it ended. I really thought it was going to continue, but yeah, I don't know who I picked because okay, the Attack on Titan one is a little bit like people at first people didn't like it because it also was so different from all the other Attack on Titan openings, and then but I really liked it because they managed to do a good opening and not spoil anything. Like really, they really didn't spoil anything for this season. They could have easily shown Eren being like the bad guy. They could have shown a bunch of stuff, but no, everything was symbolic. Right, the opening was like very symbolic, and after you finish, I'm not talking to you. I guess I'm talking to whoever's listening, but like after you finish the season, you look back at the opening, and you're like, this is okay. So this meant that, and then the lyrics are talking about this and all that, and then also talking about the song because of course I heard the full version, and it's interesting that if you listen to the full version, like halfway through, there's like a female voice, and and like, who is this female artist or whatever, because the song's like sung by a guy, but then I don't know where there's a female voice. But then I found out that no, it's the dude, it's the guy who does the male voice. That he also
Shit.
does like in his songs he does like female voices, and so I'm like it will be like I wonder how watching this live will be. Like he's doing the male voice, also the female voice. That will be interesting to watch live. So it's really cool. And then I guess talking about it, I guess I will give him the vote to Attack on Titan because I really like the visuals, the lyrics, and it's a bop. Like at first I was like, yeah. At first I was like, it's okay. It's not like your other. Okay, wait. Now this is something that I really don't like. Wait a minute. I don't know about no. Wait, this is something that I really don't like about this opening. Is that every opening is sung by the same dude, right? By the same band. But for some reason, this season, they then got a band, the typical band that they always get, and they got a different dude. And at first, I was very disappointed because I really love, like every opening is sung by the same band, right? And it sucks that this season they didn't got the band back. I think it's because since they changed studios, maybe I don't know. So the studio, I guess Mappa didn't, I guess they didn't want to, contact the band for this season or whatever. I guess that's like one thing, Well, I was very disappointed by that. But anyway, I guess I will still give the vote to Attack on Titan. Well, do you have a vote for this category? I guess no, because you haven't heard anything,
Beast,
right?
just because I am fond of it.
Which one? It cut off. Which one?
Oh, Beastars, just because I'm fond of
Okay.
it.
Okay. Yeah, because it's also really good. I won't be mad whoever won. So let's see. Okay, it was Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah. The new one for this one, the recent one that came out, it's good. It's very heavy metal. You know, heavy metal vibes or whatever. It's good, but I don't think I will like if it's nominated. I don't think I will vote for that one. For next year. But okay. So what's his best ending sequence? Okay, we got Attack on Titan again. We got the Beastars, Demon Slayer. I haven't heard of this one. Shadow's House. Shadow's House. Have you heard of that one? Of that anime? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
No. And then we got Skate. And then
The ending's good, but I don't think it's better than the opening.
Okay. Well, most of the time it's like that. Like the only, and then before I continue, and then the other nominee is the Spider one. So to finish my thought, most endings are like that. Like the openings, way better than the ending. The only exception, I guess, I will say is like Hunter x Hunter, because since the opening is the same throughout the whole series, the endings are like very good. You know, like it's very hype every time when you're ending a Hunter x Hunter episode, and then the ending starts playing, and then it cuts to the ending. Like Hiyori Itai. That's like one of the last ones. Two sides of the same coin. That's really good when, like the scene I'm picturing right now from Hunter x Hunter is like the narrator talking about like Netero or whatever, and the king is like, oh, but the king he walked past them or whatever, and then two sides of the same coin starts playing, and I'm like, okay, that's a really good scene. And then also, Hunting for Your Dreams is really good, but you get the point, because I'm pretty sure you heard the Hunter x Hunter endings, right? Because
Yes.
so yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But I also now I'm wondering, do you watch the anime or you read the manga? Now I think about it. Oh, okay. So you know what I'm talking about. But of course it's not a nominee because Hunter x Hunter, hasn't been relevant for years since,
Yep.
Yep. So I guess nah, actually I don't have to think about it because Attack on Titan is a really good ending. Like the opening is very symbolic. The lyrics are really good, and also I guess I really don't like slow songs, but this is a slow song that I really like. Like everything's symbolic with the bird and all that. And then it's same thing like Hunter x Hunter. They start playing the ending. Before.
Yeah.
So it's like I really like when anime does that. Like JoJo, they did that
Yeah.
with Roundabout. Now I think
Yep.
about it, they didn't. Now I think about it, they haven't done it with none of the other endings, right? I think it's just
Not
Roundabout.
really. It's just the themes, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Black Clover does do that sometimes. That it
Mhm.
starts playing the ending while
Okay.
the
Yeah,
episode is ending.
yeah. So my vote is Attack on Titan. I'm assuming it's going to win. I haven't heard the Beastar one. I haven't heard the Demon Slayer one, and I haven't heard none of the others. So let's see. I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't know. What surprise is the Demon Slayer one? And now I'm seeing who is the singer. It's Lisa.
Lisa, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. And now I think I didn't read who sung it. If I did read, I will like guess it will be Demon Slayer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Now I'm going to look up the song because I didn't know it was Lisa. Now this best action. Attack on Titan, of course. Demon Slayer, of course. Jujutsu, of course. SSS dying, the Gridman. I'm just gonna the Gridman season 2. Um, Vivi and Wonder Egg Priority. Now I haven't seen Gridman season 1. My brother, he's a huge fan. And he hasn't seen season 2. Surprisingly, but from what he told me, he said like Gridman was a really good anime. He really liked it. So I guess I know my brother will vote for Gridman without even seeing it. But my vote will go for either Demon Slayer or Jujutsu. But I
Assuming
guess
so, that's probably the winner. I know Wonder Egg Priority has some really good fight scenes. Well, not
really, man,
fights, but action. Yeah,
really, really,
on
I'm
God.
surprised. Yeah.
Because like
Uh huh.
they, it's humans, and then they get to like another world or some shit like that,
Okay.
where they fight like the things that come out of the eggs, which are like negative feelings. I might be just pulling this out of my ass completely. I haven't seen it,
Yeah,
but
just
it's
like the
something like
writers.
that. Yeah, you know what? You're so fucking right.
Just like the writers.
And then
Yeah.
they just start throwing hands.
Okay. Because like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I watched Giguk's reaction to the nominees, and he was like very surprised that Wonder Egg Priority got nominated. Um, so and also Vivi the other one, like I thought it was about music, but I guess not. I guess there's
I
action in
looked
it.
it up. It's about like cyborgs and some shit like that. Apparently, it's
Oh
action adjacent.
wait a minute, wait a minute. I think I know which one's Vivi. Never mind. I have heard about this anime since you mentioned the cyborg.
It's about
Oh,
like
okay.
AIs. I think I read.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, never mind. I do know about Vivi. I guess I didn't recognize the full title. But yeah, yeah. Yeah. From what I heard, it's like this AI from the future goes to the past. It's like Terminator, basically. AI from the future goes to the past, like save the future or whatever. But I think if I'm correct, there's like multiple timelines. I'm not sure. I'm just since I don't know what I'm talking about. But
Either.
anyway, yeah, yeah. So either way, Demon Slayer or Jujutsu. I will be surprised if Attack, like I said, they have good action, but Attack on Titan is really not about the action. Like of
Yeah,
course they
the
find
main
action,
focus of this season wasn't really
like
action.
like yeah. At least this season, yeah, it was very like flashback and political stuff, like learning the politics of the characters and what they're going to do and all that. But yeah, let's see. Jujutsu. I'm not surprised because like I said, Jujutsu is very Naruto inspired, very Hunter x Hunter inspired. Like Gege, he's the writer. He got inspired by a bunch of well known series. So he mentioned in interviews that he really studied his peers. He really studied them to see what were their strengths and how he could like adapt it into his own series, into his own style. And I'm not a huge Jujutsu fan, but Gege he has done a really good job. Getting he got adapting what he likes into his series. So I'm not surprised that Jujutsu won. So what's the best comedy? Best comedy. Let's see. I'm pretty sure you don't care about this category. I don't know
No,
what's
like
your. Mhm.
2 series from this.
Mhm. So don't toy with me, Nagatoro.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I saw it recently. Because like I said, I'm like, let me watch some animes that I haven't seen. So yeah, I saw Nagatoro recently, and then Heaven's Design Team. That's the that's the one that they're just designing animals, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I see.
it's such a joy.
I seen some clips. It's really
Yeah, same.
I only seen clips. So and from what I seen, I enjoy it, but I don't think I will watch the whole season. Like
Yeah.
I'm just fine watching the clips or whatever. And then Komi Can Communicate, and then Life Lessons with Uramishi Onisan. I haven't heard of this one. And then Dragon Maid and Not Taxi. So,
Insane that Dragon Maid was nominated for best fight and best comedy.
yeah,
Wildest shit I've ever heard in my life.
yeah. Like honestly, I'm very interested with Dragon Maid because they're cute anime girls.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it. But seeing that it got nominated for like the most random, like at least for me, someone who hasn't seen it, got nominated for the like most random categories ever.
Yep.
I think I may watch it. I don't know. I don't know how many seasons do they have, but I guess I will watch it. I don't know, but I don't know who I pick since recently I watched Nagatoro and Komi, like fresh on my mind, right? And then between the two, um, I don't know. It just like Nagatoro. It's not funny, you know. Like I guess for me it was a guilty pleasure, of course, but there's nothing funny about it if you think about it, She bullies the main character constantly, for how she's a cute anime girl bullying the nerd or whatever, and then for some, I guess depending who you are, it will be a fetish or you just be annoyed by it, but I don't think it's a comedy honestly, but then Coma was very funny. Like there were some scenes, like I really like. Have you seen Comey? I don't think what. Have you seen Comey? It cut off. What you said?
That I haven't.
Okay. Um. Okay. But yeah, there's like a bunch of visual gags and all that. I really like it's like very JoJo. Like in JoJo, there's the text and all that. Like the Muda Muda and all like there's a bunch of text flying. So Comey's like that. Like like in episode 1, there's a scene where like Comey, in Japanese school you need to pull on your shoes. Like there's the locker, you need to pull on your shoes and all that. From the locker. So the main character, he sees Comey and he's like, oh, let me say hi to this girl or whatever. Like let me say good morning. And then Comey looks at him, and then she's like turning slowly. You can hear the the sound effect that they use when something's moving slowly, like but creepily. So they use that sound effect. Comey looks at him and he's like terrified. She's terrified, and then Comey she runs away. No, she speed walks away, and then behind her is like text, like a bunch of text. Of since I don't know Japanese, they didn't translate the text, but I'm assuming the text is saying like speed or whatever, like movement. So it's like really cool.
Cute.
Oh yeah, and then Comey, she's very cute, and it's like very wholesome. It's pretty funny, Like I guess my pick will be Comey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know who will win. Honestly, same the list. But let's see. Oh, okay, was Comey. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that was Comey. Best drama. We got 86. I don't care about this one, but I guess so 86. Fruit Basket. Kageki. Yeah, Kageki Shoujo. Have you heard of that one or no? Nope. Okay. Taxi, To Your Eternity, and Wonder Egg Priority. I'm going to assume Fruit Basket. Right.
It's Fruit Basket or Wonder Egg, depending on how much they hated it.
Nah. People really I think no one liked the ending, so it has to be Fruit Basket. No, it's to it's to you to your eternity. I think this one's also isekai. I'm not sure.
Huh.
I'm really not sure. But I'm looking at the poster right now. I'm like, it looks like a isekai. Your typical isekai. So I'm very surprised it won and not Fruit Basket.
All the ads for that on Crunchyroll all over the fucking place.
Yeah. And then we got Best Romance. Right,
Let's
Best
go.
Romance. Okay, so we got Beastars, Fruit Basket, Nagatoro, Horimiya, Komi, and the Duke of Death and his maid. Isn't the last one? Isn't that the one about the skeleton wizard looking guy, right?
You're thinking about the one with Ainz, and that's The Mage's Bride, I believe it's called. I don't remember the proper title, but no.
Okay, so no, I'm not. Okay, it's not that one. Okay. So no, I haven't heard the last one.
This is a tough one for me.
Because
I really like Beastars, I really love Fruits Basket, and I love Horimiya.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say this now. I don't like the. Okay. Beastars. Okay. I'm pretty sure they're thinking about like Legoshi and what's her name? Rabbit Girl. I forgot her name.
Oh, I forgot her too.
Haru?
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
Haru. So if I'm wrong, sorry, but I think it's Haru. But anyway, so yeah, I really don't like that romance. I feel like Legoshi, he's my boy. He could do better. I'm just he could do better. But then what's the other romance? There's Lewis and the Wolf Girl. Honestly, it started as a romance, but then once it became like a shonen series,
it went insane.
Once it became like a battle shonen, the romance went downhill. Fruit Basket, I haven't heard, I haven't seen it, but I know it's a romance, so I think it's going to win.
So good.
Like I mentioned, Nagatoro, depending where you're into, either you will like it or hate it. And I think most people don't like it, so I don't see Nagatoro winning. Horimiya, you said that was one of your picks, right? So
Fantastic romance because it
yeah, so
focuses
mm,
only on romance. There's like no
mm,
supernatural adjacent aspects like there is on Fruits Baskets. It's
mm,
literally just
mm.
two teenagers falling in love, and it's gorgeous.
Speaking about like you said, like you mentioned the supernatural elements. I didn't know Fruit Basket has supernatural elements, and I found out when I saw the poster. I'm like, what's happening in this
Really,
poster? I
really funny way to find out.
I'm like, what's happening in this series? I thought it was just a romance series.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was like typical slice of life high school romance.
Oh, absolutely not. It's insane.
And then when I saw the poster for this final season thing, I'm like, what is happening? I thought it was just a romance, but anyway. And then Call Me Can't Communicate. It's wholesome, it's cute, but they don't really focus on the romance that much. I guess at the end of the season, that's when they start focusing a little bit more. But I don't know. I don't since I had to pick, I will pick Call Me, but it's not like I'm not like very strong about it. And then the other one I don't know about the Duke of Death and his maid. Sounds interesting, but I haven't seen it or heard of it, so I don't know. But what will you pick? Since you have
If you
like what?
put a
Uh-huh.
gun to my head and I have to pick between the three of them, I would probably say Horimiya and regret it. So Fruits Basket.
Okay, okay. That's wasn't expecting that, but okay. Fruit Basket, and then was Horimiya. Okay, the one that was Horimiya. I guess
Yeah,
you're
I'm not upset at that.
yeah you're now so there. So okay, and then the best fantasy, right? Yeah, best fantasy.
I can
We
speak about
got
this one.
hmm.
I can talk about this one. I actually know like three of these.
Okay, okay. So we got the Machiko Tensei, the first isekai,
Mm-hmm.
Ranking of Kings, the Tamagami Kane is a slime, the case study
That's
of the case study
Mita's
of
my
Anita.
beloved.
Okay, to your eternity and Wonder Egg priority. So I'm assuming you'll pick the case study, right?
It's as much as I want to pick slime is in fantasy. It's an isekai, and I know that that's weird because isekai is a technical fantasy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Vanitas got vampires,
Okay.
and I'm a sucker for vampires.
Yeah, of course, I know. But like I understand what you mean about slime, being isekai or whatever, but it's still a fantasy though. It's a fantasy setting.
You got ogres, you got
Yeah,
goblins, you got fucking dragons. You know what? Fair
yeah.
enough.
You got your typical fantasy setting stuff, and then what are the other options? Okay, I guess the only one I see is Kings, Ranking of Kings. It's a really good, fantasy, I guess. Like I really like the world building about like there's a bunch of kingdoms, and each king is ranked, and then actually something that I mentioned now, since I'm gonna mention now, the number one king, he always gets like whoever becomes the number one king, they get like a gift from God. Like God comes down from heaven or whatever, and like you could pick one thing from like this bowl, right? And every king picks the same thing, and because of that, every number one king has gone mad. So that's really interesting. Okay, I like this world building. You know, yeah, I'm a sucker for world building. And then there's a bunch of kingdoms. They briefly mention other kingdoms and all that. There's the number, I think if I'm correct, the number two kingdom is like the kingdom of hell, the kingdom of the underworld. It's really cool. Like it's not like the literal underworld. They just call it the underworld because it's like underground or whatever. But that's really cool. And then I guess I really like the fantasy setting of Kings. So I guess I will go
Yeah,
for Kings. Yeah. Sadly, there haven't been that much talk about magic or whatever. Like the
yeah.
king, the king of the underworld. From what we've seen, he used like electricity. It's really cool. And then Boji's stepmother, her her name is Healing, and she uses healing magic. So I'm like, okay, on the nose, but
Oh my
it's still
god,
yeah,
that's right. Slime has fucking magic in it.
yeah.
I forgot
So
about it. I'm changing my vote to slime.
it's a
The
slime.
more I
Okay,
think about it, the more it seems like fantasy.
yeah, of course. So I guess okay. So to assume, I'm guessing Tensei is going to win since it's like the first isekai and whatever. But I'm hoping for Kings, but I don't think King is going to win because I
I think
think
King has a chance in this list.
King hasn't ended, unlike at least this season, it hasn't ended. I think last year there weren't that many episodes, so also not that sadly not that many people have seen King, so I don't think King is going to win
Yeah.
this one. So yeah, let's see who won. It was Slime. Okay, I'm not surprised.
Let's go.
Yeah, Slime
We
was my
love it.
yeah, Slime was my other option, I guess. But
Slime was fantastic. Like, I didn't think I would fall in love with it as much as I did, but I did.
okay, I don't know, like I'm very surprised that you like Slime. I don't know. It's like one of the, because
Me too.
I watched a couple of episodes. I'm like, okay, this is okay, but I stopped it. I dropped it, But
I finished it. I'm waiting for the third season,
yeah,
dude. Like, I fell
yeah,
in love with Reincarnated as a Slime.
yeah. I haven't seen that much isekai now. That I think about it. Let's see what I've seen. I really liked what's it called? Rising of the Shield Hero.
I
I don't
don't
know if
watch
you
that
see.
one.
You
Because
haven't
that's
watched
a
that one?
typical isekai that I don't like, and it's that they
Mm-hmm.
get reincarnated and then they fight to be like the strongest. That's why I like Slime.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not fighting to be the strongest, they're fighting to keep other people safe and to unite all of these races like into
Mm-hmm.
one. And seeing
Mm-hmm.
them succeed in it is just such a fun experience.
Okay. The reason why I really like Shield Hero. Okay, yeah, it's your typical. He wants to be. Well, no, he doesn't even want to be the strongest. I think. Okay, it's because. Okay, describe me. What do you think Shield Hero's about? Now I'm curious. What do you think Shield
From
Hero's?
I know it's a lot of action. I know I in D&D terms I think that it's like AC 30 type of dude. He doesn't like want to use weapons. He just wants to use his shield. I'm assuming that that's what it is.
Okay, no, actually, okay. So you don't know. Okay, maybe me giving the synopsis will convince you to watch Shield Hero. So okay, so it's like your typical isekai. Um, Main character, he actually didn't got killed. Not the way he didn't got killed. He was in the library and he was reading a book, and he got isekai into the book, right? But
Okay.
it turns out that he didn't got isekai into the book. Turns out the book was actually telling the story of a different universe. So there's a multiverse in this series, and then
Fucking
and
wild.
yeah. So what happened was people in this universe, they have this prophecy that the demon king or whatever, he's going to rule the world, blah 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 blah, and then so they call for in the prophecy it says they need to call for heroes in the other universes. So main character got called, and other three heroes got called, and all of them they're from different Japans. Like there's a scene, all the heroes, they're like talking about their Japan. That's when they realize, oh wait, we're from different universes, right? And then each of them, they got isekai. Well, 3 out of the 4 they got isekai by a game. They were playing a game, and that's how they got isekai. But the main character, he's like, oh no, I was reading a book actually, and then they're like, oh, they don't say it, but they were like, that's kind of lame. So yeah, and then so anyway, each hero, they're like they become like a archetype, I guess. Like main character, he's the shield, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
then there's the archer, there's the swordsman, and I think there's a lance guy. I think those are
Okay.
the 4 weapons. And then each of them, there's like rules. They cannot use any other weapon. Like
Ah.
they're like if they touch another weapon, they get like shock or hurt, basically. So and the main character, we see it through him. Like he goes to the shop, and he also episode 1 is like pretty long. So if you didn't like episode 1, I guess you're not gonna like the series, because episode 1 is like very long, and that's where you get like the fundamentals of basically what the
Mm-hmm.
series is gonna do about. So basically everything I'm saying is like from episode 1. So he goes to the shop and he picks up. He tries to buy a sword. He picks it up and he gets hurt. And then that's when like a pop up notification from the shield comes out, And he's like, oh, you're like you're not allowed to use any other weapon. You can only use the shield, and that's basically every other hero. So anyway, you find out very early on that people, for some reason, they don't like the main character just because he got the shield, and then you're like, what? Later on, you find out why. But anyway, like for example, the king, he's like, oh, okay, everyone, you need a party, right? Here's some money, and here's some people who volunteered, and then everyone go pick your hero, whatever, and go on to adventure, get stronger for whenever the demon king, he does, whenever he attacks for his army or whatever. And then also there's another rule, the heroes, they cannot be that close to each other. I think something. I think I'm making this one up. Anyway, whatever. So, when they're doing the party thing, no one goes to the hero, to the shield hero, to the main character, and you're like, that's odd. And then the king didn't give him that much money either. I'm like, oh, that's also odd. That's weird. So there's like clues, like people really don't like him for some reason, but like I said, you learn that later on. But anyway, but one girl goes to the shield hero, and then for pity or whatever. So she goes to him and she helps him out a bit. Since he's the shield hero, he cannot really fight. like he could barely fight like the weakest enemy, which is the slime. He could barely fight a slime. So eventually he takes like the whole day leveling up to like level 1, basically the whole day. So they go to this like cavern, to this tavern, whatever. They spend the night there. The girl, she was like, oh, let's drink or whatever. Shield hero was like, nah, I don't like drinking or whatever. I'm very tired. So he goes to sleep. And then the next day, I don't know, where a bunch of guards, they go to the shield hero and they're like, oh, come with us, you're under arrest. And then he's like, what's going on?
Okay.
And then they go to the king, and then the king's like, how dare you? Blah. He's like saying a bunch of crazy stuff, like, how dare you to do this? You're so evil, so vile, whatever. And he's like, what did I do? And he's like, the girl who was with him, she's like, he raped me. I'm like, oh wait, whoa. And then he's like,
I vaguely remember this because I saw a clip of like the most satisfying endings for like a character.
Okay.
And it was him like executing their asses or something like that.
I guess I don't know. I haven't finished season 1, so.
Okay.
But anyway, so he's like, oh, what do you mean? I didn't do anything. I will never. And then she's like, oh, he raped me, he robbed me or whatever. Typical accusation stuff. And then that's that. Then everyone is hating him even more. And he's like, I never did this, whatever. And then you see hence there's something wrong with Shield. Like he does like this. He becomes a little bit demonic, or typical shonen isekai stuff.
Yeah, as you do.
Yeah. So now he's this is still episode 1. Keep in mind, this is still episode 1. So now he becomes bitter. Like now he becomes kind of evil. Now he starts beating people randomly up. Now since he's the shield hero, he really cannot take any damage basically. So he walks around with a bunch of monsters. They're like biting him, a bunch of slime. And then when he's going to beat someone up, he just releases the slime and they beat him up for him. It's hilarious.
I love that.
Yeah. So he becomes very bitter, and there's one dude that doesn't believe the accusation. He's the guy who tried to sell him the weapon, like early on, because he's like, I don't know, I saw you, and the way that you acted, I don't believe the accusations basically. And then so he's like the only friend so far, and then but Shield Hero, he's like, but okay, I need a party, because I cannot level up by myself. So the episode ends with him buying a slave basically, and that's the story. That's how it starts. And then basically, like I said, later on you find out why people really don't like the Shield Hero, and basically he was destined from the beginning. Like what's the word I'm looking for? He got a terrible hand basically. Like if you're playing cards, he got the worst hand possible. So yeah, it's a really good series. The openings are really good. The animation is actually pretty good. Pretty decent. And when it fights, is really good. I don't know. It's interesting. I haven't finished it, but it's interesting. I think you will like it.
It sounds fucking wild.
Yeah, no, it is. Also, it's basically like what's the like the main character, his part is female, whatever. So it's like, who's gonna be the best girl, whatever. So that's another
Mhm.
thing. Um, but yeah, it's really good. I got like halfway through season 1, I think. Like I don't
All right.
remember
All
what's
right.
the yeah, I forgot what's the last thing I saw, but I got pretty decent into the season. But yeah, so what's the nominees? That was a
Yeah.
tangent, but the what was your nominee for? Oh no, wait, no, that was the best
Yeah. We're on
isekai.
best film.
Best, yeah, that was best. Completely forgot. So best film. So best nominees for best film. Belle.
I've heard about that
Belle.
one. My friends
Yeah,
were
yeah.
talking about it because it's
Mm-hmm.
like a monster type of thing. It's kind of like Beauty and the Beast type of thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah. Okay. I think people were talking about this on the timeline. And I'm like, what they're talking about Belle. Like I thought they were talking
Yeah.
about Beauty. I thought they were talking about Beauty and the Beast. So like, why are everyone suddenly talking about Belle? But then I look up the poster. I'm like, it's an anime. It's an anime movie. I don't know. There's Evangelion, the last movie. I'm not gonna say the full title because it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But so Demon Slayer. Um, is it? I'm tempted to say Jose, but I know it's not Jose.
It
uh,
might be Josie. Yeah.
Josie, the tiger and the fish. I haven't heard of that one. Shirobako the movie. I haven't heard that one. And then Words Bubble Up Like Solar Pop. Interesting title. Words
Yep.
Bubble
The
Up Like
only
Solar
one
Pop.
I've heard of is Belle
Mm-hmm.
and Demon Slayer, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure this is gonna be Demon Slayer by a landslide.
Yeah, but that's like, but Evangelion though. It's the last movie.
I hadn't
Um,
even heard of that one coming out.
no, okay.
No. While
There
everyone
are.
and their mother was talking about Demon Slayer.
Oh, yeah, sure. But everyone, and their mother was also talking about Evangelion. At least in the my corner of the internet, they were talking about Evangelion. But I won't be surprised if it was Demon Slayer. I guess my vote will go for Demon Slayer since that's the only one I saw, and it was Demon Slayer. Okay, so now let's go back to the beginning to anime
Yup.
of the year. Anime of the year. We got 86, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Odd Taxi, Ranking of Kings, and Sunny Boy. Funny enough, okay, Sunny Boy got only nominated for 2 categories and was Anime of the Year in the other one. So it's funny that one of the nominees for Anime of the Year is only in 2 categories, like Sunny Boy. So I haven't heard of Sunny Boy, so I don't know what it's about. But then I have seen Attack on Titan, of course, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Ranking of Kings. Um, I will not give it to Ranking of Kings, even though I enjoy it. It's very good, but I don't think it's like good enough to be anime of the year because not that many episodes came out. And then there's Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen. I think I'll go for Attack on Titan. I don't know what I'm thinking about it. What about you? You
I'm
so
pretty sure it's probably gonna be Jujutsu Kaisen.
really now. You think the Jujutsu fan base is more um I
They're a
guess.
different breed, dude. Like they regard
Yeah,
Jujutsu
I
Kaisen
know.
as the second coming of Christ.
I know they do. I know they do. Which I don't. Uh, you know. You know what I think. I told you
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
it. I mentioned it, but I don't know. My money's on Attack on Titan, and let's go out back to the beginning, and it's Attack on Titan.
All
So
right.
yeah, I'm not surprised. I think it has to be anime only because I know manga readers still will not vote for Attack on Titan
Yeah,
for anime
yeah.
of the year. Like it's insane because like I mentioned, I wasn't reading the manga when this season was coming out, right? So I was enjoying the season, like, oh, this is really good, but the manga was actually ending when this was airing, and so every month people were like, oh, this is peak fiction, this is so hype, and then the last chapter dropped, and then the last 2 chapters dropped, and then everyone did a 180, like. One dude, one dude I follow, he was like, Attack on Titan went from my top 5 to like not even in the list, not even in my top 10 list. I'm like, wow, this ending must have been very bad. Then when I read it, I'm like, I talked this about with Leo also, and he's like, nah, the ending makes perfect sense. Like and he wasn't disappointed either. You know, like I'm not disappointed either. And then
Mhm.
I'm like, what like and I know what were the expectations that people had, because I also had those expectations. Like I thought about it, like okay, the ending could be this, but then I had the other option. It turns out was the other option, and I'm like, yeah, this makes more sense for the characters, for Aaron. This makes perfect sense. But people like some people were so angry with the ending that they're doing like a fan manga, like to rewrite
Oh
the
my
ending.
god.
Yeah, it's called it's called Attack on Titan no Requiem. It's hilarious, and the art style is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty decent. The art style, it's made by fans, and they're very dedicated, of course, but of course some people don't like the idea of a group of fans making like a rewriting the ending, but of course it's just a fan comic, it's nothing. It's nothing bad, And actually, the creator of Attack on Titan, he said he loves fan comics of his series because it's like a different perspective. So I'm pretty sure he will enjoy this fan comic whenever it's finished. But and I read it. I'm like, okay, I could tell where they're going with this. It's like what they wanted, and it's kind of cringy. Really, I'm like, it's cool, but it's kind of cringy what they wanted. But whatever. So I guess that's the video. Any predictions for I guess next year to wrap this up? What will
Uh,
be your uh-huh.
I'm thinking because I don't know any. Overlord. Overlord
Overlord.
season 4 coming soon. I know it's probably gonna be somewhere in there, probably in the openings,
Mm-hmm.
because the Overlord openings go fucking bonkers.
Yeah, yeah.
If
Um.
Slime gets released
Mm-hmm.
this year, I don't think there's any announcements for it. Sadly,
Okay.
probably gonna worm its way in there.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't heard
Mhm.
of any other like releases, so I think that's about it.
Yeah, it's okay. Um, but is it confirmed that Overlord's coming out this year, or it's just
Ninety
you?
percent sure.
Okay, okay, okay. 90% sure. I think this year is gonna be, well, of course, Attack on Titan the last season is ending. It's ending this year, so I know I know that one's going to win a bunch of awards. Like it has to, because even
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Attack on
like
Titan's probably gonna. Yeah.
even though the the fans, the manga readers, they didn't enjoy it. I'm pretty well, not like why. Maybe the anime watchers they will not enjoy it either. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Um, but okay. Like even though the manga readers they did not enjoy the ending, they're still watching it because actually the recent episodes were like a bunch of people that I follow. They're like, I'm watching these episodes specifically because these episodes were peak Attack on Titan. I watched it. I'm like, oh, it's amazing. My brother, he was quiet throughout these episodes. Like, oh, it's really good. This is peak Attack on Titan right here.
Well,
But
Bleach is coming out this year too, isn't it?
actually, yeah, not sure, but I think
So,
so.
October 2022 supposedly.
Oh, okay. Oh, that would be nice.
So
Openings. Oh,
yeah, that
definitely,
one's probably gonna be
definitely.
under Spy X Family, or is it Spy Family?
Not sure actually. I haven't heard anyone pronounce the title. I always say Spy X Family, but sure, you know.
But either way, that
Uh,
one's also
uh-huh.
starting
Oh
this year.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Uzumaki's getting a an anime this year, so that
Oh
might
okay.
worm its way on there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I see Uzumaki winning for best animation
Probably.
because it's a very unique. It's black and white first of all, so
Yeah.
it's very unique because of that, and the clips that they have shown, the trailer, it looks very good. The
It looks
animation.
insane. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for it.
Oh May.
Maiden Abyss is also coming out this year.
Okay, I haven't seen season one, but okay.
Maiden Abyss is fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, I heard, but it kind of
It
I think got spoiled. It just I know that it's not like it's a cutesy anime, but I know it's not. It's like a dark.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's dark with a lot of undertones of hope, which is why I'm like completely in love with it.
Okay.
Like it's exploration to its fullest, and I will recommend it to
Mhm.
anyone without hesitation.
Like I know it's good. It just says I don't know. So I guess I will watch it if I didn't know it was dark. You with me? Like if I didn't know it was dark, and then I'm watching the episode, and then I get that hit that this is actually really dark. I guess I will watch it, but since I got spoiled
Did they,
because Uh huh.
that the this is really dark doesn't really hit you until you're like really really into it.
Okay.
Like I
Uh.
think it's by like
Uh huh.
chapter 30 that it starts getting a little fucking freaky because I didn't watch it, I read it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But before that it's just a bunch of setup and like of course the hints are there. There's like the terror of this giant
Mm.
massive land that's been like unexplored. Just like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fear of the unknown type thing. Like the
Yeah.
clues are
Yeah.
absolutely there, but you kind of get lost in like the world building until it
Okay.
just slaps you across the face with what it really is.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Like currently, I'm not like it's not like in my top of my list. You know what I mean?
Valid,
To watch.
valid.
Yeah. And then what else is coming? Since you mentioned Spy X Family,
I know Blue
Bleach.
Lock is coming out. Uh,
Blue
oh,
Lock. Yeah.
Tiger and Bunny is getting a season 2 this year. I
Oh,
forgot to
okay.
cry about that. I
Okay.
doubt it's gonna find its way into the list, but I'm very excited for that.
Maybe, maybe. I think no. I think Tiger and Bonnie was nominated in previous years. I'm pretty sure.
Alright.
So if it was nominated in previous years, then it will be back in in this year's list.
I know that
Uh,
in the movie nominations, Dragon Ball Super, the superhero movie, is absolutely gonna be in there. No if and or buts.
well, it's going to be in there, but is it going to win?
Not
I don't think so.
necessarily a winner. I doubt it, but it's absolutely gonna be
Because
in there.
I haven't heard. No one is hyped for it. Everyone, the marketing is basically non-existent, even though it's coming out like I think a couple months. Um, the only like I'm not a Dragon Ball guy. I did grow up watching it, but I never finished it. But I do like the CGI though. People don't like it, but I actually do like it. It looks pretty good. I don't know, in my opinion. So and also it's interesting that it's not Goku focused. I think it's Piccolo and Gohan
And
focused.
Gohan. That's why I'm
Yeah.
excited about it.
So like that's it. That's like oh it's interesting. It's not Goku. It's the side characters. So it's really interesting. That's like the only reason why I'm interested in it. Also, I think the Red Ribbon, they're part of it. I read a little bit of the OG Dragon Ball, so I know the Red Ribbon is very prevalent in OG Dragon Ball. So I know the OG fans are probably gonna be like fans of the OG anime. They will probably be happy about that. But I really haven't seen anyone hype about it. But yeah,
Do
there's
you think
that.
Stone Ocean's gonna make it? Since it's
Austin.
really not,
I don't
finished.
know. I don't think so. Well, it depends because because of the weird Netflix schedule thing. I don't. If it ends this
The
year,
thing,
then
it's not really on Crunchyroll, so I don't think it might make its way on here.
I know. But some of the animes are not Crunchyroll.
All right, all right.
Like Sunny Boy is not Crunchyroll because I'm in the website right now, right? And then the animes that are not on Crunchyroll, they're black, right? They're the text color is black, and the animes that are on Crunchyroll it's like a link. So if you click on it, you go to the anime. So like for example, Sunny Boy is not there. Let's see. Kageki Shogo is not here. Komi can't
So
communicate. So yeah,
there's a
there's a
couple.
no, yeah, like literally, yeah. Crunchyroll they don't discriminate.
Okay,
Like
okay.
yeah. So
Oh, I found
mhm,
another one.
mhm.
That's probably gonna be a contender for comedy and romance, and it's Kaguya-sama Love is War. The
Oh
next
yeah,
season comes in April. That's absolutely
yeah.
gonna fucking find its way on there.
I watched season one. I really enjoyed it.
I
It's
watched a couple
hilarious.
episodes and I was like really into it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Do you watch the Umbrella episode?
I think I started it, but I didn't finish that one.
I I I think that's early on. Also, honestly,
I watched like five.
huh. Okay, so I think the reason why I watched started watching Kaguya-sama is because I saw a video of a guy talking about non-action shonen anime or non-action action quote unquote animes. So and one of the anime he talked about was Kaguya-sama, and he's like, and to convince people to watch Kaguya-sama, he gave the umbrella scene. I'm like, he's like, this scene is so good because the mental mind games that they're playing against each other, and it's just they're just talking about umbrella. They're just discussing which umbrella, like who the umbrella, who's going to be under the umbrella, who's going to hold it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So because of that, I started watching Kaguya-sama, and then disappoint me. It's really good. Like I really enjoyed it. I haven't seen season 2, but I have watched the opening. I have watched the opening, so and they're also bangers.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, they are.
Question:
Uh huh.
Do you think Film Red is gonna get a spot or the Slam Dunk movie?
Is it? It's coming out 2022 from Red.
Se supone, auto say,
Ah, really? Now I didn't know. Okay.
and then Slam Dunk coming out in fall.
I see. I see. Yeah, there will be
Slime,
not
Slime
that
movie also coming out in fall, but I don't think they'll get nominated.
the one movie.
Slime.
Ah, I didn't know. I didn't know Slime was gonna get a movie. Um, yeah, no, no, okay. Yeah, I think all those movies that you mentioned will get nominated because not that many anime movie comes out, and
Yeah.
they're mainstream titles, Uh, my vote will go for One Piece from Red, obviously. Like,
Oh yeah, no ifs and
yeah,
or buts.
yeah, like, yeah, no ifs or buts. Sadly, it's not a Shank solo movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
although already confirmed it. Also because of the sketches that we saw of the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Speaking of, it's really cool that each character is like based after a music genre. Jinbei, he looks like Elvis. Frankie, he's look like a radio. What they call like a beatbox radio. And then who's Usopp? Usopp, he's dressed like Kiss. So it's really cool that each of them, well, most of them, they're like dressed after like a famous singer or like a specific genre or whatever. So that's really cool. Sadly, no one has noticed the like am I always ask myself when while I was watching these videos, people reacting to the sketches. I'm like, am I crazy, or am I in the wrong? Because not Frankie, Jumbe, he's obviously based after Elvis. Like, am I going crazy? Like Fat Elvis. Like, am I going crazy, or am I seeing things? Because people are like, oh, it's cool. Frankie, he looks like a I forgot what they're saying. I'm not Frank. I keep saying Frankie. Like Jimbe, he looks like this type of dude. I'm like, but he's obviously looks like Elvis. Have you seen it? Have you seen Jimbe? And am I going crazy? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have not seen the character
Oh, you haven't
sketches.
seen? Okay. Look it up really quick. Look up the Film Red Straw Hat like sketches, and tell me if I'm crazy or not. Because I'm like Jimbe looks like Elvis, like Fat Elvis, like he's dressed like Fat Elvis. So I'm like, am I going crazy, or am I seeing things?
I'm
But
looking.
what?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Okay. There's Luffy.
Yeah.
There's Zoro. There's Nami.
And
Oh
Usopp,
my god, I don't want to know.
uh,
Chopper being baby. There's Robin. Frankie like that.
uh,
No, no, you're right. That's absolutely a fucking Elvis costume.
yeah, and no one has noticed it. I'm like, am I going crazy? But and Usopp, I
You're
love that
not.
he, I love Usopp.
Yeah,
He looks like
Usopp's
Kiss.
design is fantastic for this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. It's
And
there's
so is
no,
Brooks.
yeah. There's no doubt that
Brooks is
Usopp.
adorable.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Usopp is Kiss. Like, there's no doubt
Yeah.
about it. And then Brooks, I forgot how Brooks looked like. Now I'm thinking about it.
Brooke has his hair down into
Yeah. Now I
tails,
remember.
into pigtails. It's
Mhm.
so cute.
Yeah. And what's Chopper? Now I think what I forgot what Chopper looked like. Describe.
Chopper, it's more of a Japanese inspired one. I think he has
Those
oh, what's it called? Like
those
the
fans.
festival robe with the fans and then the little
Yeah.
sticks I use for drums.
Yeah. Actually, some people are not fan of Sanji. What do you think about Sanji's?
It's really basic, but he looks cute.
And do you know something about Sanji and Sanji? Let's see if you know something about Sanji that people have been pointing out.
The eyebrow direction, or is it not that?
No, it's the hair. It's very it's different, and because
Yeah,
of
it's a
that,
little longer. Like it's wavier.
yeah, and because of that, people think that there's actually gonna be a time skip. Like this movie, all it has mentioned all of them mentioned that this movie is going to have canon elements. Like the movie is not canon, but there's gonna be canon elements to it. Like basically what he did with Stampede, that he revealed that Laugh Tale is Laugh Tale, you know, and other stuff. So because of that, people think that there's gonna be a time skip, and in the manga, and basically all the he kind of hint because of Sanji hairstyle, is hinting that there's gonna be a time skip, because Oda has drawn Sanji as older. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. I think his hair, the way Oda has drawn it, his hair does get longer throughout the years. Like Sanji will grow out his hair. So because of that, also Robin. Robin's the
Yeah.
other yeah. So because of that, people think there's gonna be a time skip, and the movie is gonna be like taking place either during that time skip or like after the time skip or whatever, like a mini time skip. I don't think so.
Interesting.
I don't think so, because the prophecy in One Piece is that this year, whatever the year the Straw Hats are currently living in, this year is when the prophecy is supposed to be fulfilled. So I
I
really
mean,
don't.
considering the spoilers that came out recently,
But
yeah, it's
I don't.
absolutely gonna be this year. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
tell
know.
you. Of course, I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, no, no.
But like,
Damn,
text
yeah.
me once you read the
Uh,
chapter, because you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about, and it's
mm,
insane.
okay. I know when the chapter when the spoilers are crazy, uh, um, this specific account I follow on Twitter, they always tweet spoil like all cast spoilers are out. Be careful. The account only does that when the spoilers are crazy.
Oh no,
So
this one's insane. Like,
yeah,
it's yeah, you're
yeah.
gonna lose your mind, dude.
Okay, okay. Actually, well, and then what are I guess it will be my final thoughts. But what are things that are coming out this year? If you that you know.
Like all the ones I've been mentioning.
Okay, okay. So yeah. I know I will vote for Spy's Family for our nomination we'll get, probably like animation because it looks really cute and unique. Um.
Romance
Oh yeah, actually yeah. Well,
or
they don't.
comedy.
I know definitely comedy because I have. There's been plenty of times I have laughed out loud with the manga, like the little girl. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hilarious. Her reactions are hilarious. Since she's a psychic, she knows everything that's happening, but she cannot really say anything. She doesn't reveal the secrets or whatever. But yeah, best comedy. I guess romance. I guess because the couple dynamic between the main character Midnight and the assassin. I forgot her name. It's been a while. I read Spinal Family. Nothing about it. But anyway, the romantic dynamic between the two is cute and wholesome. Whatever. Bleach. I know Bleach will probably be nominated for animation and
Oh
OST.
yeah, Bleach is gonna be in multiple of these.
Action also anime of the year probably depending how much
Probably anime of the year.
if depending how much was animated. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Depend yeah. What else? What other categories? Opening. If the opening is a banger, of course, best opening. Um, and then what was the other series I mentioned?
Since Boruto
Mm-hmm.
yet, I think it might like squeak in maybe action, maybe a fight
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, maybe a fight thing. I'm not sure because I haven't heard anything after the
Neither
Kurama
have
thing.
I, but
Yeah,
because it has a ways to go, maybe.
maybe. And again, it's hilarious. The series is called Boruto. It's about Boruto and the best fights
And the fight
Naruto.
nominated was Naruto. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful.
What's the joke? Yeah, the joke is, people are like, oh, they really should do an anime of this Naruto character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm
Uh.
really curious about Boruto's dad.
Yeah, but yeah, about Boruto's dad. Honestly, I will watch that. I will watch that. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's the final thoughts. That's the video. So leave a like if you liked it, dislike if you don't, and I will see you next time.